Hello and welcome and a very happy new year to you all. In this exciting episode, we look at what's happening this month.
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket.
I hope you're having a wonderful start to 2023. This year I've decided that each month I'll have colour themes. So this month is beige and pale blue because I just happen to have quite a few fabrics in those colours that I really, really want to make up into vintage dresses. Normally before I just launch in and show you what my plans are for this month, I move over to the rack and show you what I've got done in the last month. But there's all these half-made things sitting on there at the moment. So unfortunately, I'll do a video later on this month that shows you all the things I accomplished during Vlogmas, but we'll just get on to this month. So as I said, pale blue and beige, and I think first up I'll do this vintage simplicity pattern because I just think it's the most adorable dress and I love that pale blue fabric. And then I also have two they look a lot like wallpaper fabrics, don't they actually? But yeah, it's a sort of cream with beige flowers and pale blue with little stars on it. And I've got this really nice McCall shirt pattern, and I like all of them except for the one with the gappy sleeves. I don't really like them, but the other three are adorable. So yeah, I guess I have to find a third fabric, but I would quite like to have those shirts made up. And in another episode I'm going to KonMari my pattern collection because I now have them in 2 storage boxes, so I'm not sure. Most of them are Vogues, so I'll put maybe Vogues in one and all the rest in the other perhaps, or maybe sort them by, because you buy them from Simplicity website or Something Delightful website, so maybe I'll divide them by that. I don't know, but I think I'll also take screenshots and maybe make a Pinterest board of all the patterns that I have, so I don't have to go through them, because I do have a list of all the numbers. But I think if I just had a Pinterest board and could just look at all the photos at once, I think that would be really helpful. I'm getting distracted. I kind of want to make all of these dresses. I love this jumper dress from 1950s. It's so pretty. And this brown one here, this brown sort of straight up and down dress, I have a sort of greyish beige fabric with beige and blue bugs on it. So I think that dress would look really pretty. But I also have lots of jackets that I really, really, really want to make. So there's the Italian tweed. There's this one that has sort of ribbons as well as wool in there. So it's just a really interesting mix. And it's sort of a caramel more than beige, but I don't know, I feel like it fits in there. And there's also the grey, pale blue and cream and beige one that's it's sort of wool, and it's very pretty. And also I think once a week, because I'm going to go back to having, like in November, 3 episodes a week on Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday. I think I'm just going to, once a week, I'm going to take out a couple of these half-finished dresses, and 3 or 4 of them, and I'm just going to finish them. And so I think I'll do that, and that way, because I just decided that I wanted to start a bunch of different things. I think because with Vlogmas, I had to start something, finish it, edit the entire video, and then get it and then upload it. And just doing that that entire cycle once a day was really, it was quite stressful, but also, sort of took the fun out of it. So, in, I don't know, my workaholic rebellion, I suppose, I decided to just start a bunch of different dresses. And so I've started them, but I haven't cut out the lining or anything. So I think I'll just take out 3 or 4 and finish them. So for instance, on this one, I have to finish the tie, I have to hem the skirt, I have to hem the sleeves, and I have to cut out the lining and insert the lining and then hand stitch that in at the sleeves and the around the waist as well. And so it's not a huge amount of work, but yeah, if I do 2 or 3 or 4 in a row, then yeah, it will just take one afternoon on the weekend, and that can be a sewing vlog video. I think that sort of lighter one of the beige, I was going to make a sort of 1950s dress out of it, but it would make a really, really good lining, so I might just cut out all the linings from it instead, because yeah, it's a really good color, because I don't really like white linings. I prefer a beige one. So yeah, I think I will do, so once a week I'll do sort of a sewing vlog episode, and then another episode each week will be a start to finish where I make one complete thing, either a jacket or a vintage dress. And then the third episode will be like combering my patterns, or also just answering frequently asked questions about Chanel jackets. Like I keep getting requests to talk about the difference between quilted linings and the way I make mine, and the way Gabrielle Chanel did hers, and yeah, and things like that, and how to care for Chanel style tweed jackets. So I keep getting the same questions over and over, so I think I'll just make one video, a week that sort of answers the same types of questions. I'm also getting a lot of requests for the pattern for this dress. I just picked a sleeve from a shirt pattern that I like, the bodice from a dress pattern I like, and I just put strips of fabric and I sewed them together to make the skirt. But I will make a video where I make one, and I've also got a lot of requests to show how I cut it out of the fabric, because I keep mentioning that I use the first, half yard to cut out the bodice and the sleeves, but people want to see how I lay out the pattern pieces. So I'll go through all of that in one video, and I'll make one dress like the tulip one that's just a 1-tier skirt, and then one dress that's a multi-tier skirt, and I'll just do that, and then every time someone asks, I'll just be able to refer to the one video. I also have the gingerbread jacket, and I've got a lot of most of the video for that of the beading is already done. So I just have to finish it, and then I'll be able to edit it and put that video out as well. Oh, and please excuse the absolute mess. This wall of scraps, I've sort of divided them into different bags. So, there's a beige one, a yellow and mustard and things like that. But there's still a few more dresses I want to cut out. So yeah, once I've got those scraps, I'll put them in and put them all away. I'm just looking at that rack now as I'm editing, and I don't know how I'm going to get all those things finished, but eventually I will, and I will do a review of the 2022 things. I just have to, maybe I'll buy another rack. Yeah. And here's the gingerbread one up close. It's so pretty. I love it so much. I think I don't want to finish it because then I'll have to pack it away. But some of these dresses are just actually tops at the moment. This one here, the silver and gold star one, metallic star one, I found the Dior fabric. It's gold and black, and in 1949, Dior did a dress out of this type of fabric, which is why I originally bought it. There's not that much of it. But I can't decide whether I'll use that for the skirt or just plain black. I think plain black. Probably. This fabric reminds me of the jacket that the two main women wear in that movie from the 1980s, Desperately Seeking Susan. So 1 month I want to do a capsule wardrobe from that movie, inspired by that movie. Anyway, so I think I'll save it for that and make a black skirt for the other one. So thank you for watching, and maybe I'll see you again later on this month for beige and pale blue month. Oopsie, I forgot to tell you what I did over the New Year's. I think it's kind of obvious that I half made a bunch of dresses, but I also got out my patterns and went through them because they're so messy. At this point, it didn't matter whether I messed them up anymore. So yeah, I sort of looked through all the patterns that I want to make, and I also half made some more of the those pullover dresses because they're just so comfortable, and it's just so easy to wear them over, you know, I just put on a black top, black pants, and then just chuck on a colourful dress over the top. Such a cute outfit. And yeah, so that's kind of what I did. I hope you had a happy and safe New Year's. And yeah, I'll see you later on this month where I will try to get my sewing area into some kind of order and get all these half-made dresses finished. Should be fun.